All right, guys. So, if I could give you 5 things to make your life easier in the closing sequence, would that help you in your life? I know it would help me in mine. So, that's what we're going to talk about today. Earn the sale, otherwise known as the closing sequence. Now, that being said, there's 5 things, just 5, that I want you to take away from this training. Right? Number 1, first of all, right, we've already gone through the PTA. We're going through the scope of work, right? What did we just get done doing? Right, we just got done designing their dream project. So that's where today's training starts. TDS. What does that stand for? Top-down selling, correct. Why do we top-down sell? Right, it's not because we want to make the most money, which we do, right? But in the grand scheme of things, we're giving the customer all the options because we have access to a variety of options and styles to best fit their wants and needs, right? We tell them that. Then we design this thing. That's why we top-down sell. So, top-down selling, it's a linear process. We're going to call this TDS. Write down this little chart right here. This is the first takeaway. Top-down selling. Now, when you top-down sell, what is the first thing that comes to mind? Highest to lowest, right? So, in the grand scheme of things, what do we call that? Well, we call that ABC. A, option A is going to be your dream package. This is going to be everything. I'm doing the whole house DeBella style, right? This is your dream package. Dream package, write this down. Make sure you're keeping up with me. Because the dream package is going to be where we start every time. Now, what do we do differently from option A to option B to option C? A couple things, right? The first thing that you're going to do, let's just say your dream package comes out to $167,421. So, a couple things. When I tell somebody their dream package, let's say it's roof, gutters, windows, and you know what, we'll throw in a bath in there. That's everything. That's basically the entire house, except for the siding, because they don't want to do the siding right now. But why wouldn't we? We got the best of business. So, that being said, your dream package comes out to $167,421. Now, what did we just talk about the other day in the PTA? It's a negotiation, right? We're not here to visit professionally. We are here to sell. That's it. Today. You know, are we in today business? That's right. We are in today business. Today. That's what we're doing here. So, package A. This is going to be the dream package. It's going to have everything in it. You just designed it. All right, John and Mary. So we just designed your dream package, and it comes out to this price: $167,421. You said that if I could get your monthly payment to no more than $675 and up to $725 with $5,000 down, you would be moving forward with me today, correct? Awesome. Okay. You know, I totally understand. You know, it is a little bit outside your budget, right? Because these payments come out to, and I took the liberty of making some payments for you. So 0.012 or 0.012.02 right? You tell them, these are the payments. I took the liberty of doing that for you. Oh, exactly. I mean, forgive me. Sometimes I'm pretty stupid. So, you know, I remember you said that you didn't want to be no more than 675, but you could go up to 725. And right now we're looking at, let's see, we're looking at $1,670. And 0.02, we're looking at 1,800, right? So in the grand scheme of things, 1,800, what we're doing is we're price conditioning them, right? So, oh, that's right, John and Mary, you said no more than 675, but you could go up to 725, correct? You're moving forward with me at those numbers, correct? Oh, okay. So what about option A do you absolutely love that we have to keep for option B? Oh, okay, the roof, the gutters, and we can get rid of the bath. Are you sure you want to get rid of the bath? Okay, awesome. So we can go to option B, and that's going to be your sub package, right? This is we're not getting rid of anything because that's a negative connotation. We want to make sure that we have our positive connotations, right? So we're substituting. Sub package, and that's going to come out to 120. 1, 2, 3. All right, John and Mary. Well, with that awesome sub package, what I can do for you is I can actually get this down to 1,300. Remember, it's 0.012 and 0.02. That's our options. We can do 1,300 or, and this, we're option closing, right? We are telling them, hey, these are the options that I have. Or we can do 1,400 a month. Oh, well, we're getting quite a bit closer on your payment there, aren't we, John and Mary? Right, you'll have to forgive me because I know you did say that we could go no more than 675, but up to 725, right? That's correct. So, well, John and Mary, I have another option for you. Do you kind of know what that option would be? Do you know which project is like the worst, right? So, it's the roof. I would agree with you. The roof is the worst. So, let's just say option C. This is going to be your base package. This is going to be what you need today. And that comes out to 90,000. And your payments would be somewhere in the 900 to 1,000 range, right? 900 or 1,000. Could be in the middle, could be more. I don't know those things because we haven't gotten that far yet, right? But 900 to $1,000. 900 or 1,000, right? That's your base package. That's the roof. That's what we need today. Are we a today business? Today, today, today. Now, John and Mary, I know that you said no more than 675 or up to 725. I know you said that. Can I earn your business with that $900 or $1,000 a month? No? Okay. So, what are we all taught, right? Efficiency. This is where you drop. Efficiency. What we're going to do is, once we've gone through all of our options, we're going to go to our efficiency program, which, as you guys know, is what? 5%, right? So, you give your 5% discount, and let's say it is Write this down too, because this is the second takeaway. Efficiency. Now, your efficiency comes out to $85,000. But there's something else that we talk about right here too. What are the canvassers supposed to talk about when they knock on their door? What are the marketing teams supposed to talk about when they knock on their door? Max? Right, promos. Now, what do we know about the promos? It's 100% or you get your discounts. So, write this down, 100% promo or discounts. Now, John and Mary, $85,000, I can offer you the efficiency program, because remember, if I go to your house, if I'm at your house today, and I go to your neighbor's house tomorrow, and let's say you guys move forward on the first night. Your neighbor, he can't make up his freaking mind, so I gotta go back 3, 4, 5 times, right? So you got 1, 2, 3, 4 times. In the grand scheme of things, what does that do? That creates a severe reduction in efficiency. So, guess what? You save us time, we save you money. And that's what our efficiency program is. Very simple. You save us time, we save you money. Right? Because who deserves these savings? Who deserves that discount? Right, the person who moved forward on the first night. So with that efficiency discount, I can get your move forward price to only $85,000. Only, right? Yeah, so, and then did our canvasser mention the promos? Oh, okay, he did, right? You know, the $0 down, 0% interest, and no payments for 18 months. Would you rather have that promotion, or would you rather have your discounts, John or Mary? Oh, you'd rather have the discounts? Okay, awesome. So before we get too far ahead of ourselves, and write this down, because this is step number 3. This is the third takeaway. Scope of work. Now this is where you're going to tell John and Mary what they're getting. John and Mary, you're getting the Tiger Paw, you're getting the Weather Watch, you're getting the Cobra intake, you're getting the Cobra Ridge Vent, you're getting the SBS modified shingle, you're getting everything that we talked about in our roofing system, right? And then, what we do, so the scope of work, that's going to be a summary close. Let them know, hey, this is exactly what you're getting. And then, what we're going to do, we've already gone through all this. Option B. Let's say we get to the scope of work and they still say, what are you going to do differently from option A to option B? Well, option B is where we go to credit questions, right? So this is the fourth takeaway. So the fourth takeaway is credit questions. And we're going to ask that in option B. Why do we ask it in option B and not option A? Well, because option A is the scope of work, right? We talked about everything that's going to go into the dream package. We circled back to the dream package. Talked about everything that they're going to get out of this package. Well, I understand that you said you wanted to be no more than 675, but you could go up to 725. So that being said, John and Mary, I have 3 questions for you about your credit. The first one, on a scale of 1 to 10, what's your credit? 7? So does that mean 700? Scale of 1 to 10, write this down. 1 to 10, what is your credit? Awesome. So you said a 7, so right about a 700, right? Okay, so with our credit, we're gonna go over here, credit, 700. Okay, do you have any late payments in the last 60 to 90 days? Oh, you have a car payment that was late? Any mortgage payments that were late? Oh, okay, awesome. No late mortgage payments, write this down. All right, John and Mary, this one gets to be kind of a little bit personal, but we got to do it, right? So, do you have any bankruptcies? No? Great. No bankruptcies. Awesome. Well, John and Mary, I have great news. With your great credit and your great income, I can actually get this going for you and get this a little bit more personalized. So with a 700 credit, you're going to be somewhere in the 725 to 800 range. Is that something I can earn your business with today? Okay. You know, I'm right there, right? You did tell me I could go up to 725. Is that truly comfortable? Okay, it's so comfortable, perfect. You just don't like to say 800, right? Okay, totally understand. Now, the fifth takeaway. This is important. There's one thing that we have to do moving forward. What is it? Before we call MOD. Investment review. Who said that? Marcus? Beautiful. So, in our investment review, what do we call that? What's another name for that? Is that called a T-close maybe? Yeah. So, with our T-close. Now I want you to draw this out. This is going to be a really simple version of it, okay? Develop today or nothing. Right? So Debella today or nothing. That's what we're doing, okay? So, obviously, the first thing, and I want you to draw this out, is going to be price. That's going to be the first thing that we draw on there. Hey, the price is the problem. Then we're going to go to future damage. Future damage. Now, John and Mary, if you let your roof get worse, what's going to happen? You're going to have to pay more money, right? It's going to cost you more. Whereas if you get it done today, it costs you once, right? So that being said, then we move on. Roofs, we don't really need to talk about. The energy efficiency. This will be more particular to like windows, right? Oh, John and Mary, your power bill is $400. Oh my God, why is that so high? Well, we know because of our FLIR camera that it's so high because you're just letting dollars slip out, right? It happens. Happens to the best of us. Now, the fourth thing, you're still writing this down, right? ROI. When we talk about cost versus value, what is one of the number one things that we hit on? Return on investment, right? How they're going to get their money back. Because remember, at Debella, we're here to help the customer make money, not cost them money by doing nothing. So, that being said, then there's the very last hurrah. Is going to be the discounts. Now, of course, John and Mary, if none of that actually makes sense to you, one thing will. Your discounts. They go where I go. And if we leave today without shaking hands, they walk out the door as well. So, that being said, are we going to move forward today? And be assertive. Tell them. All right, John and Mary, after going over the investment review, here's your new price, $85,000, be roughly $725 to $800. And if they say no, take it as graciously as a yes, but that's when we call mod. We do not call mod before any of these steps are completed. So the fifth takeaway is T-close. So, the first takeaway, top-down sell everything. Anything that we do sell, sell it. The second takeaway, efficiency. It's there for a reason. Use it. The third thing, go back to the scope of work. Let them know what they're getting. Let them know what they're missing. Let them know everything that we're going to do to help them. The fourth, credit. Customize this piece. You customize their house, right? You design their house. Design their payment. Sell the payment, not the plan. And then, of course, our investment reviews. Investment reviews are key, especially when you have a homeowner who's trying to fight you on it. So, anybody have any questions? Nope? Perfect. Let's go implement today, team. Let's get it.